Let's run a quick diagnostic. Don't touch anything, just listen. In the last 30 seconds, how many micro impulses did you have? A flicker of thought about checking a notification? A mental note to search for something later? A slight tension in your hand, ready to reach for a device? Congratulations. You're not just watching a video. You're observing a live feed of your own brain's operating system. And right now, it's running a very old, very powerful program called Seek Reward Now. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are human. And you have been meticulously engineered by evolution to get hooked. Not on substances, but on patterns, on anticipation, on the dopamine-fueled lottery of modern life. For the next 10 minutes, I want you to step outside the machine, to see the code. Because what you call a bad habit or a guilty pleasure is actually a masterpiece of neurological engineering. And once you see the wires, you can't unsee them. This is the user's manual to your own mind that you never received. Painting a vivid, absurd picture. There's a tenant in your head. Let's call him the ancient engineer. His job, for millions of years, was simple: ensure survival. Find calories, secure social bonds, avoid threats, learn useful patterns. His currency is dopamine. Not the pleasure molecule, but the reward prediction error molecule. It doesn't fire when you get the reward. It fires when you find a pattern that predicts a potential reward. Find a berry bush? Dopamine spike. Get a nod of approval from the tribe leader? Dopamine spike. The engineer scrawls a mental note. Action A leads to potential reward B. Prioritize action A. Now, fast forward that engineer to the 21st century. He's sitting in the control room of your skull, watching the data stream. You open Instagram, scroll, bam, a hilarious meme. What does the ancient engineer see? Remarkable. Our human has discovered a high-calorie source of social information. Action A correlates with potential reward B. This is vital for tribe status. Prioritize this action. Increase swipe frequency. You open YouTube, click a video. Bam, perfect satisfaction. Eureka! Our human has acquired new survival knowledge. Here is the magnificent, tragic absurdity. Your brain's most sophisticated survival system cannot tell the difference between finding a berry bush in the savannah and finding a viral tweet. It uses the same chemical, the same circuitry for both. You are not addicted to content. You are addicted to the slot machine mechanic of variable reinforcement. Sometimes a swipe gives you a jackpot, sometimes nothing. And that maybe is the most addictive force known to behavioral science. The ancient engineer is screaming, "Keep pulling the lever. The pattern is unstable. We must map it." And so you scroll, and you scroll. And you feel a vague, ancient sense of doing something important. Your willpower isn't failing. It's trying to fight a 4 million-year-old instinct that believes collecting digital likes is a form of gathering social capital. And watching endless video essays is acquiring crucial knowledge for survival. You're not lazy. You're being out-evolved by your own hardware. So you become aware of the hijacking. You decide to fight back. You deploy your modern weapon, conscious will. You lay down the law. No more mindless scrolling after 10 p.m. No more sugary snacks. No more procrastination. This is where the brain's illusion becomes a full-blown comedy sketch. Because the moment you issue a prohibition, you trigger a cognitive trap known as ironic process theory. Your brain, to understand the command, "do not think about X," must first represent X in your mind. "Don't think about the phone" instantly conjures an image of the phone. "No chocolate" paints a detailed picture of chocolate. Your rational mind tries to build a wall, and your subconscious, like an overeager assistant, starts painting a giant neon sign of the forbidden thing on that very wall. You've just turned your ancient engineer into a full-time rebel. By declaring something off-limits, you've tagged it in your brain's system as dangerously important. You've gone from a neutral pattern to a high-stakes game of mental whack-a-mole. The mental energy you expend on suppression actually fuels the obsession. Think of it like this. Trying to suppress a thought with pure will is like being told, "Here is a glass of water. Now, for the next minute, under no circumstances, spill it." Your entire focus, your entire being is now centered on that glass. The tension builds. The thing you're trying to avoid becomes the only thing your system is monitoring for. It's exhausting, and eventually, you spill. The absurd conclusion? Your willpower mode often becomes the best marketing campaign your bad habit ever had. You're not fighting the desire, you're rehearsing it. You're engraving it deeper into your neural pathways with every thou shalt not. The illusion is that control comes from prohibition. The reality is, prohibition often sets the stage for a bigger relapse. So, if fighting doesn't work, what does? You don't defeat the ancient engineer, you promote him. You give him a better, more meaningful job. You consciously design new, more compelling patterns. You move from being a prisoner in the system to being its architect. Your most powerful tool is friction. Redesign your environment. Delete apps from your home screen. Log out every time. Don't buy the snacks. Make the unhealthy choice inconvenient. Create a shutdown ritual. Physically put your laptop away. You're not using willpower to say no. You're using intelligence to make it easier to say yes to something better. Never command your brain with a negative. Give it a positive alternative. Instead of don't scroll, try I will read 10 pages. Instead of stop procrastinating, try I will work for just 5 minutes. You are not breaking a habit. You are crowding it out with a better one. This is the long game. Invest in slow, rich dopamine. Invest in connection. One real conversation is worth 1,000 texts. Invest in mastery. Learn a tiny skill. Cook. Fix something. Speak 3 new sentences. Invest in presence. A 20-minute walk without headphones. Let your brain just scan the world. You are not removing a vice. You are adding so much vitality that the old escape routes lose their appeal. The lever in the barren cage has no power when you're busy exploring the park. So here is the new story. You are not a passive victim. You are the user, and now the aware administrator, of the most sophisticated system in the known universe. The next time you feel that pull, pause. Smile. That's your cue, the signal from the control room. Get curious. Ask the one question that changes everything. What is this urge really trying to fix? What need is my brain trying to meet? Is it boredom? Seek a challenge. Is it loneliness? Reach out a hand. Is it anxiety? Breathe. Ground yourself. Is it overwhelm? Take one tiny concrete step. You have just been given the master key. Every habit is a coded message about a need. Your job is to learn the language and provide a better answer. The opposite of addiction isn't willpower. It's conscious, deliberate creation. Creation of a life so inherently rich and connected that the idea of escaping it becomes absurd. Now go build your park.